Hey guys, another update on the Pro R here. Actually, it's going to be on a few things, not just the Pro R. But hadn't done one in a little while. Have a few more mods since the last time you've seen it. Not going to be a super long video. Just going to go over the new mods. My previous videos explain, well, anything in this video that I don't talk about that you might see. But for those of you who've seen this machine or know it, or know what a stock Pro R looks like, you're gonna see it has not only wheels, but 35-inch tires, different springs, and it's faster. I'll go over all those things in just a second. Also another exhaust modification that I've done as well. So those are the things I'm going to go over. Obviously 2022 Pro R launch, ultimate, blah, blah, blah. I've had this thing in Moab. It's currently home in northern Michigan. I've had it at Sand Hollow, Drummond Island in Michigan, all sorts of places. I need to get it to Silver Lake Sand Dunes later this year. But anywho, we are going to talk about, let's start with the tires. I had these on my last buggy. They're in a video. However, these are 35-inch BF Goodrich KM3s. They are the UTV KM3s. They're nice and skinny. They're definitely super nice tire. Great road manners. I do a fair amount of road riding. Awesome on the rocks. Pretty good in light mud. Obviously gumbo mud, this tread pattern isn't going to do great, but they don't do bad. Dirt and sand, super good. No problems there. All the trail stuff. Wheels. This is a method, and excuse me, I do not remember which model this method happens to be, but they are specifically made for the Pro R and that 5x4.5 bolt pattern like a Jeep. Super nice wheel, keeps the stock offset. It is not any wider than stock, which is already plenty wide. It sits about 76 inches wide, because these don't quite measure 74 like they advertise. So just getting you some views with those things on there. Just a good looking tire, do super well. You'll notice these springs are no longer that lifted lime color. And excuse this thing, it's pretty filthy, but these springs are full dual rate. So are the factory springs. Those are finally dual rate. On the Pro Rs and Turbo Rs, they are dual rate factory, but they have to cover a wide variety of riding styles and vehicle weights and all that sort of stuff. So this is a completely custom tuned dual rate kit from Tyler Schmidt at Schmitty Racing Suspensions. Awesome kit. The customer service is second to none. I'll remind you guys, this is just a kit that I went with. It's a great, and that goes for all the mods. It's a great world we live in where there's tons of mod options that are super good. However, this kit works the best for me. It's performing awesome. It's a riot. It's honestly, the stock springs are super good. Like, you know, props to Polaris. I rate the stock springs like 6, 7 out of 10, just for normal riding. But these things, man, you gain your advertised ride height back because the stock springs did settle. And and just the ride comfort for the style of riding I do. Super easy to put on. They are an evac spring, but like I said, Tyler and crew there set it up for you. They also do valving. However, I'm not going to jump on that bus until these valves wear out, if I still have the buggy at that time. And then at that point, I'll send them in to get custom valved as well. So, as you can see, I have been using it. It's dirty. It's got a little battle scar there. I'm sure it's got miscellaneous, got coated in bugs, but it's got some nice plastic scars there. This was all dented in already. Nice scar there. We're getting there. Like I said, she gets rode. Sometimes hard. A lot of times it's just to the gas station or the pizza place, but she does go off-road. So, enough about that. Another thing I said I would cover is the exhaust. So, if you remember in a previous video, I had the aftermarket Assassins slip-on exhaust, which came out in this area here. It had 2 tips. You could plug one of them if you want, make it a little quieter. Don't get me wrong, great sounding exhaust. It was, it definitely opened things up, very free flowing, and it was nice. You could change the volume. However, it, like most exhaust for these machines, again, not dissing that product. However, it was too loud for the style of riding that I do. And that's saying something, because my Turbo S was straight piped at one point for quite a while. And, you know, this thing's twice the CCs, and it doesn't have a turbo in the way to muffle the sound. And it has twice as many cylinders firing per engine rotation. So it's a lot louder, kind of scary loud. So that being said, I thought, what can I do to get some, you know, a little bit of flow out of the stock exhaust? Granted, it's a 3-inch inlet, 2.5-inch outlet. So obviously it's getting choked at the outlet. However, the inlet, there was a 3-inch by about 5 inches deep catalytic converter that ran 5 inches into the inlet there. So I removed that. No cutting the muffler, unlike the previous model RZRs. Actually, I think the current turbo models, you still would have to cut the muffler to get that out of there. However, this one, no cutting the muffler. And while I had that all apart, I took the spark arrestor out of this tip. You can see right in there. It's just a mesh cone. Did it restrict much? Probably not. But that being said, that catalytic converter was a huge restriction. So that is out of there. And that spark arrestor is out of there. And we have a stock or very close to it decibel level, but freer flowing. Say hi to Lexi. Lexi's out playing around after work here. Freer flowing stock exhaust. It cost no money to do this, and definitely flows a lot more than it did stock. You can hold your hand behind it and kind of do a before and after if you'd like. It sounds, I'd say it sounds throatier. You get a little more burble to it, a little more, maybe a little more throat to it, but it doesn't. You can have a conversation going down the road at 60, which is was not possible with the other exhaust, and many exhausts on the market still. So right now, it's this. It is going to change. Been talking to a exhaust manufacturer, and they got something pretty cool coming out. I'm not even going to say names or details, but I'm going to try and be first in line for that one when it does come out, hopefully later this year. They're working on it. They take their time. It's going to be a great product. No question there. So earlier you heard me mention that this thing was faster. And the way we did that is with Bikeman tuning. Bikeman has had one of these things since before they were released. They've had the engine countless hours out on a dyno, engine tuning it, dyno tuning it. So I did their stage 2 tune, which is as high as you can go without buying their cam or cam and heads combo. And that tune does require a more free-flowing muffler than stock, so do have that on there. I don't do a ton of riding where I am just buried at 80 miles an hour, but I do occasionally do that. So free-flowing exhaust, Bikeman tune, and to keep that power going to the ground, obviously it's kind of pointing the camera towards it, but we did the Bikeman clutching. I guess it's considered stage 1 right now. It's the big gold spring on the secondary, then the sniper fingers and screw weight setup. Super easy to adjust. Recommend that to anybody. They are, you pop the cover off, takes a couple minutes to adjust, and you can throw in weights, take out weights, adjust where they are, heel or toe on the finger. Super great setup. So heavier 35s, different wheels, so heavier, taller tire, and this thing is still faster than it was stock. Pretty wild. It's a freaking rocket ship. It gets to 80, 90 miles an hour a lot faster than most of the side-by-sides I have ridden in or been around. Definitely my Turbo S that I had on race gas was tuned and clutched for that on just 32s, was not as fast as this thing is on 35s with just a pump gas tune and minor clutch. I do have a Helix coming for the kit. Should be here this week for that secondary. That'll make it a stage 2 kit, and that should be even more acceleration. They say it digs pretty hard with that. Super excited to get that on. Super excited. So I'm gonna say that's it for the update on the Pro R. Just gonna kind of walk around. House is doing well. Obviously you guys can see the view in the video. Talk about 2 more things. One thing being not Lexi. You guys can say hi. Lexi's 4. And not my trailer. However, we'll talk about this. And excuse the mess, we're still kind of moving stuff around here, but I bought a speedboat. I've always wanted one. It's got the real low profile little piece of plexiglass for windshield, color match gauges, all that fun stuff. This thing is a 25-foot Baja Outlaw, and it is in awesome shape. This thing was kept in absolutely immaculate condition. It is a touch dirty right now, so I just used it, but this thing, it's got a nice name on it already. It's got captain's call exhaust. You can run wide open straight through the hull with those, which is a Mercury 502 Magnum. Sweet engine. It's tuned. It's got some juice. This boat will run about mid-60s with the other prop I have on there. If I hadn't this prop, low 60s, but much better prop, manners. With the a custom prop, I'd be high 60s. So, you know, all the good stuff. Trim tabs, super nice ladder, super nice anodized swim platform. Just good stuff all around. The trailer is original. You know, it's just been taken care of super well. So, I gotta get this trailer jack fixed. It broke on me last night, actually. So, anyways, big deep V powerboat. Super fun in northern Michigan. Enjoying all the lakes. This thing handles big water, no problem. 3-4 foot waves, maybe more. Haven't gotten too adventurous with it yet, but as you can see, she's built for speed. And spent a lot of my time there. It's been real hot this summer, so been doing that almost every weekend. Next update and final update is this. Obviously, you guys have seen this thing many times. However, I don't think, maybe you have, but seen it with these 37 by 13.5 Toyo MTs, 18 by 9 Method, 315 Method Gold, and really liking this setup. Full leveling kit from Cognito, like I've said in previous videos. In addition, and excuse me, it's dirty, live on a dirt road, and it's been raining, but Fox 2.5, these are 2.5 inch fully adjustable DSC low speed and high speed compression adjustable shocks. They're the Performance Series. Super cush ride over the 2.0s that I had on here. Comparing it to stock isn't even, there's not words for it. It's just absolute butter. It's just absolutely insane the way these things make this 1-ton truck ride. As you can see, they're got them in the back there as well. They are a beefy units, and see under there, the shock shafts just look pretty wild. Let's look over here. Just an awesome unit. The ride quality is 10 out of 10, 12 out of 10. I don't care as high as you want to name it. It is insane. This thing, you know, pulls like a dream. Any speed off road, it is absolutely butter. Just another look at those adjusters. Got your high speed and low speed control. A 2.5 inch body on those reservoir shocks. This truck is outstanding, and this truck's gonna lose some parts here in a coming week or so. Gonna be a little faster, gonna be quite a bit louder. I'm not gonna go into exactly what that means. A lot of you guys can figure that out. May or may not have something to do with the emissions. That's all I'm saying, though. Gonna be out of warranty here anyways, and another 1,000 miles. So might as well get rid of that stuff. Anywho, that I think wraps it up for the video. I've been using a razor quite a bit to haul wood. That's pretty fun. The Pro R actually has a huge bed because it's long. I was surprised at how much wood you could actually fit in the Pro R. I'm using a Milwaukee chainsaw just for limbing and stuff. But hope you all have a wonderful day. Looking like it's gonna be a pretty good evening here. Get the fire pit set up, the flag, the lawn ornament, and should be, got Lexi over there, you know. Should be some good updates soon. The next video may or may not have that exhaust I was talking about in it, and should have that helix on it by then. Even faster yet. So let's you know, let me know what you guys think. I know I kind of ramble a bunch in these, but do it all in one shot, make it simple. I don't spend any time video editing. We'll see you guys in the next one.